Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we are doing Don't Listen to Dinosaur Nurses. Now, a dinosaur nurse, in my opinion, is just that older nurse who likes to bully the younger nurses, who thinks she knows everything, or he, because sometimes dinosaur nurses be nurses. All you guys know what I'm talking about. So in this video, I'm gonna dissect all the things dinosaur nurses have told me that have turned out to be not true. All right, so the first thing a dinosaur nurse has told me that turned out not to be true is that you can't have nails. They have told me that up and down during nursing school, left and right, 24/7, you can't have nails. Don't let anybody come to clinicals with nails, not false nails, not nail polish, no gel, nothing. Like, you have to have nothing on your nails, not even clear nail polish. And now I'm just looking back like, what was y'all's problem? What was that projection about? Like, did you just want to do your nails? Did you just want to get your nails done? Like, what is it about y'all and nails? I don't understand, because I do my nails. Like, I'm a whole med surg nurse and I do my nails, and nobody has told me anything. Like, I'm not even the only one. If you guys can see, like, I think they're pretty long. Like, I like long nails. I try to get them as long as I can get away with, because I don't want to scratch people, of course, but it's not that big of a deal. You can do your nails. Same thing with tattoos. They told us, like, no visible tattoos. You can have visible tattoos as a nurse. Like, we need nurses. We don't care if you have tattoos or not. Like, they need to let that go and stop teaching that in schools. Nobody cares if you have nails, tattoos, crazy hair colors, or piercings. It's really not that big of a deal. And that's kind of something I'm grateful about with the pandemic, because now I can put whatever hair color I want and just put a scrub cap on, and nobody would even know what hair color I actually have under my scrub cap, because now we come all masked up, all covered, so nobody even really knows what we look like anymore. Like, I'm wearing so much stuff at work that, like, you really have no idea. If you saw me on the street, you probably wouldn't even notice me if you saw me at work first. Like, literally, I'm gonna get my septum pierced soon, and my nasal, like the regular nasal piercing, and I'm just gonna put on my mask. Nobody's even gonna know. I guess unless you eat with me at lunch, but if you do, then it's really not that big of a deal. Like, honestly, there's more serious, like, important issues when it comes to, like, nursing than, you know, what you look like. So don't listen to any dinosaur nurses if they tell you that you can't have nails, tattoos, piercings, or crazy hair colors. It don't matter. I'm literally about to get me a lilac wig this year. I want a lilac one, I want a turquoise one, and I want a copper red one. So I'm all about the colors. I'm all about expressing yourself. Like, don't let any of these people try to mute you, please. They're just projecting, and they're just, I guess, mad that they're dinosaur nurses. I don't know. All right, number 2. Another thing a dinosaur nurse has told me before, actually multiple dinosaur nurses have told me, was that you have to do med surg first. Again, another obsession. I don't understand what it is about. You don't have to do med surg first. You can literally go into whatever you want right away. I understand that you get to see a little bit of everything and kind of get like a good overview of nursing, and it kind of does prepare you for, of course it does prepare you, not kind of, it really does prepare you for whatever next field you're going to. But it's not to say that if you go straight into the field that you will be drowning or something. So I don't understand why, like, every chance they got, they told me to do med surg first. Even though that's what I'm doing now. I was originally going to go straight into the ICU. I just personally didn't like the ICU, so I didn't do it. But you really don't need to do med surg first. I don't understand what the push for doing med surg first is really about. I would just ignore that completely and do whatever field you want to do right away. If you want to go into labor and delivery, like, I genuinely want to go into labor and delivery. The only reason I didn't is because they didn't have that in the residency program that I wanted to be in Florida. But if I was more open, I would have went to a different state that did have the labor and delivery part. But I wanted Florida more than I wanted labor and delivery, if that makes sense. So that's why I didn't go straight into labor and delivery. But it's really not a big deal. If you want ICU, go straight into ICU. If you want psych, go straight into psych. It's really not. I don't understand the obsession. Maybe if you do understand what they're talking about, you can comment down below and enlighten me, because I just don't get it, what the push for all of us going straight into med surg is about. Okay, so number 3, another thing a dinosaur nurse has told me is that you have to do your time in nights. Like, you have to get a night shift job first. Again, I do not understand what that obsession is about. Like, You do not have to do nights if you don't want to do nights. I don't know if maybe that was the case when it was a long time ago and it was their time. I don't know. Maybe when they got into the nursing field, you had to do nights. You couldn't get to days, but I guess because of the nursing shortage, you can get whatever shift you want. Just show up, girl, like, or guy. Like, I'm not leaving the nurses out at all. They do not care. Like, if you want days, you can find a job with nursing in days. Like, there's enough nursing jobs out there for you to get the shift that you want. You don't have to do night shift first for years and then apply for a day shift to switch to day shift. That makes no sense. That has not been my experience at all. There's people who are in the residency program that I'm in, and they chose days, and it was not a big deal. They just did days. That's it. So again, don't listen to the dinosaur nurses who are going to tell you that you have to do nights. If you don't want to do nights, you don't have to do nights. I personally like to do nights because y'all saw in the last video, I'm about my money, and there's a night shift differential. But other than that, yeah, I don't get that. Okay, number 4, dinosaur nurses have told me that you have to get your hands dirty if you want to be a nurse. That could not be further from the truth. If you never want to set foot into a hospital and never want to get your hands dirty, whatever, like, you know what I mean by hands dirty, like, you know, changing patients or like doing wound care and, you know, gross stuff that I do now on a weekly basis, you don't have to. You can go into case management straight away. You can go straight and do your master's, get your NP and do aesthetic nursing, do IV hydration. You can have your own IV hydration center. You can go into school nursing. You can go into, there's just so many different kinds of nursing that if you don't want to get like bedside experience and you don't want to change people and like be that, you know, close to bodily fluids, I get it. I don't want to do it either. But overall, no, I do like med-surg nursing. But yeah, if you don't want to be that hands-on with people, like dealing with bodily fluids and whatnot, you don't have to. You can literally go into a different field of nursing and stay in that field. Nobody has a gun to your head saying you have to work in the hospital and you have to work in the bedside. If you never want to do bedside nursing, you never have to. Like, you just don't. Like, that's just the truth. Also, I forgot to add, since I graduated, I literally got a case management position with the Department of Education that had nothing to do with getting your hands dirty, any patient care, or anything like that. It was just paperwork and like visiting schools to make sure they're doing like their COVID guideline, the CDC guidelines or whatever. And I barely even went to the school. So that was a pretty like laid back, non-bedside job that I got. Then I did vaccines. That was not getting anything, like that wasn't getting my hands dirty either. And then there's my med-surg job where of course I do get my hands dirty. There's a whole bunch of wound cares, a whole bunch of like, you know, changing people and, you know, a lot of bodily fluids involved. But that's, you know, bedside. Then I also right now am doing COVID testing. That's why it's a miracle this video is up. So definitely give me a thumbs up, especially if you made it to this far of the video. Give me a thumbs up because I'm literally working 2 jobs right now. Like, it's really crazy. I'm doing the med-surg job and I'm doing a COVID tested drive-through job. And the COVID testing drive-through job is super flexible. Like, I really like it. I wish I could do that full time, but I'm trying to get my bedside skills so that I can travel, because that's where the real money is. But yeah, the COVID testing job is mad chill, super flexible, super laid back. Like, yeah, I love that job. It's $45 an hour, and in Florida, that's pretty good. In New York, I think I was making $50 an hour with the vaccines. I used to work for ambulance, that like mobile testing. I don't know if they still do that, but it's like a mobile van that just comes and does testing and vaccines. They're probably still busy as heck over there, especially now with all the rates going back up and stuff. But anyway, yeah, I've been able to get such a variety of jobs since becoming a nurse that I don't understand why, like, that's not really told to us in nursing school. We're kind of just told that, like, you have to work in the hospital and that's it. You know, that doesn't make any sense to me. But yeah, that's my video, y'all. See you in my next one. Peace.